I want to say we're live. Yeah, we're live. Alrighty. It's time for some Hive Scum, folks. Alright. New operative. The Hive Scum are high-ranking cartel officers. Blades and guns ready to do the cartel's dirty work at any given moment. While they may lack official military training, make no mistake, these are dangerous and highly competent individuals. Looks like we've got abilities focused on shooting. Lots and lots of shooting. Alright. What is our backstory? Yeah, we're a sump rat, 100%. Hive Sump Swindler. Our cartel affiliation came from... Oh, I've heard about the Water Cartel before. I think, yeah, we're definitely Water Cartel. Unfortunately, there's no air recycler cartel. Because we need to know why these fools are still breathing our air. Why are these fools still drinking my water? This is unacceptable. Alright. How close to Vahek can we get here? Yeah, nice hit that. There we go. Nice hammy face. No hair. Hair is for the TENNO Scum. Oh, where's the yellow face paint when you need it? Okay. I can do with purple. Purple is not even close to yellow, but you know what? The face paint also covers up the tattoos. Fucking, we can have the Morning Star on us. That's Water Cartel. Of course, of course. I need to turn the face paint off briefly because I can't actually see any of the details without it. There we go. Yeah, I like that. I'm abhorred to see that we don't have any yellow eye color. Well, sort of. Okay. No, there we go. That's gonna be close. We can't get the glowing bright yellow eyes, but that's as close as we'll get. Got a reference here. We've got our reference. I have the thumbnail open still, don't I? No, I don't. Darktide live. Here's our guy right here. You know what? That's pretty close. There's no face paint that'll get us. There's no face paint that'll get us a perfect solution to that. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. He's a big boy.
Tertium was falling apart even before the invasion.
Doesn't matter to me who I'm killing.
Do you know what the real problem is round here? It's not the heretics. It's that every single one of you high and mighty mouth breathers is so drunk on your own stink that you've lost sight of what's important.
I don't take orders, but I'll consider requests.
Up and at 'em! For the conclave!
You cover me, I'll cover you.
Okay, yeah,
That's
bounty.
the rule.
Bounty Hunter is definitely the closest. We've got our sample. Hang on. I've got our sample.
Curse you, TENNO! You got me! We're in this together!
Yeah.
Unless you
Okay.
disappoint.
They hack. All right. Now prologue is it going to be the same as the standard prologue? I feel like it's not. But let's. Oh, back in there. Okay. Thanks. We got to get used to that. Oh wait, did I not even? Okay, we're gonna have to do that again. It didn't even create the character. All right. When did we take last time? I actually forgot which scar number. Let's just go with 10.
Doesn't matter to me.
I am very curious if that is happening for a specific reason. I'll try this one more time, and if it doesn't work this time, we might have to skip the prologue or something. Imagine wiping on the character creation boss. That would be a hell of a start to today's stream.
Doesn't matter to me.
Back in there. You know what? You know what? I think we might have too many characters. So there's a mod that lets you create more than just 8 characters, but that might not work anymore. in which case I would have to delete one of my characters. That would really suck. We could, I'm gonna check the logs really quick and see if there is anything that would indicate exactly why that just didn't work. Where's my logs at? Yeah, well, look at that. Look at that. It doesn't work anymore. Well, thanks, Fat Shark. Thanks. Do I actually want to get rid of any of my characters? No, I really don't. That really fucking sucks, you know? I put, okay, now I've got 4 Psykers. Do I really need 4 Psykers? No. But, had to get rid of one of them, it would probably be Syndraza. Still, though, 88 levels on one character. I didn't see this one coming. That's... What would I be losing if I got rid of Syndraza? Okay, not a very good force sword, but I definitely spent money on it. No, okay, no, no, there's a Void Strike right there. So she's not loaded on gear, but she's got some good stuff. What that means is I spent a lot of plasteel and diamantine on her. Oh man. Well, this sucks. This really sucks. I'm not gonna delete one of my characters just to make room for Hive Scum. That doesn't mean we're not gonna play. That just means that we're gonna do something else in Darktide. Yeah, I'm gonna play around on my main Psyker for now. I'll think about it. We'll just do some Psyker gameplay for now.
Who am I to stifle ambition? Your contribution to the Darius Milk Foundation is appreciated. I'm sure I have something suitable.
Easy.
Even Emperor preserve you, my friend.
All right. Our quick play it is.
Your service is adequate.
So we've got a Hive Scum in our team. We can at least see what their contributions are like. Oh, and it's going to be a high-intensity shock troop gauntlet. Okay. Alright then. What, we'll roll third spec. Yeah. Give this guy some crit. Oh, this is No Man's Land as a high-intensity shock troop gauntlet. So this is the new mission, with even more enemies than what we saw yesterday. Okay.
Admonitions seek to extend their territory beyond the hourglass. To this end, they have seized a bastion on the edge of the Forbidden Wastes. From here, they can strike deeper into the Hive. The bastion's capture is to be your responsibility. The Novian 53rd will offer support by launching a diversionary attack at Site 7. The fortifications may prove challenging, so Light Commander Dracor has volunteered to provide additional firepower, should it be warranted. It seems that Knight Commander Dracor is punctual. Unexpected.
Duquesne destroyed. Report your status.
All parameters have been
Oh, I just realized, Aria, okay. So we've got a level 26 on our team.
Keep the heretics
Alright.
forever.
I didn't know they would let a 26 into Arc Damnation, or Arc Quick Play, but okay. I'm gonna assume they know what they're doing. kidding me? Not quite awake yet. Okay, we're good, we're good. For the moment.
Where have you all gone? An explosive end.
Can you guys, like, fucking... Thank you. Just needed you to wait up for a second here. For anybody joining, welcome. I regret to inform you that we hit the character limit and we couldn't create a new character today. So we're just rolling Psyker for now. I quite literally wasted my money if I didn't want to delete a character. But that's on me. I've been playing with a mod that doesn't jive with what Fat Shark wanted, so. I don't know where the... Okay.
Oh dear. They really better not make me solo this, because I don't know this mission. Okay, okay.
The heretics are moving on your
Trying to just, all I'm trying to do is keep up with the team at this point. But if it seems like I know what I'm doing, don't be confused. All I know is how to not die at the moment. This is only my second time doing this mission, and I know just as little about it this time as I did the first time. Shit. There's a crusher behind a bulwark. I don't think they're going to be able to get to me. Yep. Hopefully, I think this is, yeah, this is, okay. Alright, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Well, the arbitrator actually beat me out in damage. My Soul Blaze did all the heavy lifting for me. No surprises there. That was actually that was the kind of mission where if I had a Purgatus, I probably would have done better damage numbers in total. But that would have, without my Void Strike, there are so many ranged targets that I would have failed to either kill or interrupt that I don't think I would have, I would have died probably twice as many times as I did in just that mission alone. It was alright, it was not bad. Let's see how many contracts I completed, if any. Yeah, none yet, but easy ones today.
Return in glory, my friend.
I might switch my staff here. Hang on, I should have a few more options in staffs. The one that I'm rocking right now is ranged weak spot damage and crit. Honestly, that isn't bad, but it's not good either. Do I not have one that is a Void Strike but low on warp resistance? No, I don't. Okay, so I've got 2 Void Strikes at max here. One of them is the split between charge rate and warp. That is what I've been doing, right, and it feels balanced, but ever since the nerf to Quell canceling, charge rate is a lot more important to me because I need more charge shots. Where I used to just loose a bunch of short, primary fires faster than I was supposed to. Now I have to charge shots more often. So, what are my other options here? This is another Void Strike with charge rate. Okay, here's a Void Strike with warp resistance as its lowest stat. Blast radius at its lowest. Damage, I would never do that. So this one really, I probably should... This should probably be something that I try here. So I'm actually going to upgrade my Void Strike from only 330. That means we have a lot of work to do. We are going to updo this all the way to the max. We should have the materials for it. The diamantine is a bit painful. We only have about 1700 diamantine, but I'm pretty sure that's enough to doot this to the top. Here it is. Alright. So it needs to get to 380. That is, we have to empower it first. Oh no, I think if we're going to, we should consecrate it first. It's cheaper to consecrate it and then empower it, I think. Don't quote me on that, I'm not 100%. So we're going to consecrate, and consecrate. That cost us about 300 diamantine. And now we empower. Each time we empower it, it'll cost a little bit more after a certain threshold. So 50, there's 100 diamantine, 200 diamantine. Oh, okay.
Interesting.
This is going to burn most of our diamantine, isn't it? Yep.
And what do we have?
It always does.
I trust you are pleased, Varlet.
Well,
Yep, that was most of my fortune right there. Alright, refinements. Normally I like to stack crit a lot. But, if I focus more on just damage, I'll probably like that a little bit more. Ranged weak spot damage is hard to go wrong with a Void Strike. Most of the time, ranged weak spot damage is not actually that good in terms of how it's calculated in the damage stack, but I prefer it with things like the Void Strike and the Plasma Gun. You can get a lot of ranged weak spot hits like all at once because of the penetration. That's not a guarantee though, especially if I'm gonna do something like using a sometimes I'll aim at a carapace head, like a mauler, for example. Sometimes you don't want to go for the headshot on a mauler because their head is carapace and their chest, I think, some parts of them are flak instead of carapace. But there's something I always forget about Void Strike because I don't always remember exactly what the base damage is on flak for a charged shot. Secondary action. So flak for a charged shot is 600 and then 500. So it does actually bear, if this is going to be one that has its charge maxed, then we are going to be getting a lot of charged shots. So we can afford to boost it. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to boost it. We're going to do, I'll try flak and carapace. The good thing about refinements is they only cost gold, or they only cost ordo dockets. So you can change these as many as you like. You won't have to piss away your diamantine for it. Read blessings. I think this does cost diamantine. But we only need to change this. Oh no, it doesn't cost diamantine. Good. A little bit of breakdown on my strategy. What I do is a lot of people would never pick this, Blazing Spirit and Surge, because what that does is it gets you two different effects on a critical hit, but you're missing out on a lot of critical hits if you are not taking Warp Nexus. Warp Nexus is the one that gets you more crit rate as your peril goes up, which is almost always a good thing for Psykers. But if you are trying to do everything, like I am, I'm trying to do everything. It works out for me sometimes, other times it doesn't. Nurgle posters in the chat. That's heretical. Okay, yeah, we'll give this a shot. I can't make any promises. We may end up missing that 5% crit damage. You know what? That doesn't. Different cosmetic. Give me something that'll match the black here. I'm actually kind of mad that we don't have anything that matches, yeah, you know what? That'll work for now. Yeah. Something to differentiate it. So, I'm building for Soul Blaze, despite the fact that I'm using a Void Strike. There's a lot of people who would question that, and they're not. I can't even tell them they're wrong. But, I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. I got 260k of my 600k damage. Last mission was Soul Blaze alone, and that was just that was a shit show. That mission was a shit show. I was surprised to see that I was even close to the arbitrator in terms of totals, because I have no idea what I'm doing with these missions. The brand new missions, that was only the second time I had even done that one. Now, what I'm going to try to do is, well, let's get this new staff applied to all of our specs really quick. Alright, and next I'm going to fire up a new spec, actually. And this is going to be... I could do Scryers. Scryers would not hurt. In fact, I kind of want to do Scryers. What if I did Scryers with... What if I did Scryers with Warp Siphon? That would be nuts. That'd be absolutely nuts. I also don't know if penetration of the soul applies to Soul Blaze, because if it does, that would be amazing, but I don't think it does. I don't think it does. It says warp attacks, and not warp damage, and I actually think that I think Fat Shark specifically nerfed that at one point. It was really powerful. If I'm thinking of the right thing here, yeah. Damage resistance, interesting, but no. You know what? Maybe not. Maybe not, because right now, my spec is all about getting more Soul Blaze out. And Venting Shriek is just more valuable for that. That being said, I did make a new spec, so what we're going to do is we're going to try... We're going to try a few things here. I'm going to actually go Keystoneless. It's been a while since I've tried a Keystoneless build. Non-warp range critical hits, so that's no good. That's not how I roll. Everything I do is warp. If I didn't want to warp, I would not be doing a Psyker. Warp splitting is probably not something that I'm going to get much use out of, being as I'm using an Elise. Elise is great, but I don't expect to get max out of that situation. So I'm gonna go for something that'll get me some more toughness and most possibly even more important, speed. So we're just going to kind of give this a, we'll just give that a Sigma spec indicator. We'll see how this plays out. If this spec doesn't play out right, then we'll just go back to our previous build with the new weapon and see how that plays out. Quick play, Auric. Oh, great. Rolling Steel. Not just Rolling Steel, but Rolling Steel in progress.
Our mission is to stop that train before we end up short one regiment. Simple as that. The steelheads need us, so let's get to it.
Oh dear. Well, definitely feeling the lack of. I'm definitely feeling the lack of warp charges. Without insufficient warp charges, I'm not getting as many venting shrieks. Could use one of them Medicays. I don't see this happening. Oh no, especially not now. Sorry, guys. Oh my god, yep. I'm the weak link here. That was an absolute shit show. Sorry about this, guys. Yeah, see, I mean, I did almost twice as much damage as these other guys, but damage. This is not a mission where damage matters anywhere near as much as just staying on task, and not dying, not going down. That's all that damage means absolutely nothing if I can't deal to the right targets. Now that I'm feeling the lack of. I feel like Keystoneless with just Venting Shriek. I need some sort of other mechanic to get rid of some peril. I don't know if I got anything out of Channeled Force and Empiric Shock, so I could start on the other side of this tree here. If we boof ourselves in melee a little bit here, we would have to take a couple sacrifices. I can live without Solidity. If I live without Solidity... okay, so I can live without Solidity if I take Crack of Bone. Crack of Bone gives me a 10% quelling of peril on a weak spot kill, which that's all I go for when it comes to melee kills. So that is going to give me a little bit more... Unfortunately, this is going to mess with my flow even a little bit more than it does already. Empiric Shock, again, it would be amazing if I could quell cancel, but I can't. So that is a figment of the past right there. We'll try this. We'll see how it plays. This kind of spec that I'm putting together here is probably way better served by Scryer's Gaze than Venting Shriek. But I'm not ready to give up on Venting Shriek just yet. Yeah, we're going to give this a shot. Metal is one of those ones that I'm not 100% sure on whether it's serving me or not. Actually, Channeled Force is not bad, because this doesn't... nothing about Channeled Force is going to give me... Like, basically all this means is switch back and forth between charged shots and primary shots, which is... I do that anyway, so that is... Channeled Force I can actually get a lot out of. Yeah, 10% more damage to a secondary attack on a charged shot. Now, it does have to be fully charged in order to get... Yeah, I have to get a fully charged secondary for it to give me anything to the primary. So most of what I'm going to get out of Channeled Force is going to be the 10% damage to the secondary after a primary attack. That's going to be most of it right there. But that's probably going to serve me a little bit better than Metal. I went down twice in that last mission because I popped. And that's largely because I've been spoiled by having Venting Shrieks just all the time. So we're gonna give this a shot, and yeah, if this one doesn't work, then we're definitely falling back to what does work. I have been known to change. I have been known to break or to try to fix what isn't broken when it comes to my spec. I have been known to get out the break out the soldering kit for what isn't broken. Oh, yeah, okay. Wait a minute, no, this is not RTX. Okay. This is just the train heist, not the train stoppage.
Secure the consignment yard and signal for reinforcements. Well within your capabilities.
Looks like it's me and a zealot. Fetty Femboy. Oh, that's not a zealot. That's not a zealot. That's just a. You can always tell who knows what they're doing when you see them. When you see them do the sprint slide. So they're only level 27, but yeah, they probably know what they're doing. We're not too off. These, you can definitely tell that these guys who aren't even level 30 yet are impatient motherfuckers who have got probably a count level of 1,000. The way they're rushing this shit, ignoring a whole bunch of the back line. They don't give a fuck if we get flanked. Toastin'. Demon Host. The hell? Fuck you, Thunderbird. Fucking assholes. Stupid ass email client updates and it's got a fucking open up a stupid-ass donation window. I'm in the middle of doing something, you... I have no idea what half of these abilities are that the Hive Scum are using, but it is erasing people in front of me while I'm trying to kill them. The honeymoon phase for the new class is definitely in full swing. Clobbering time. Alright. For anybody joining, welcome. Just as a brief recap, we tried to make a Hive Scum, and it turns out that Fat Shark has eliminated the ability to make more than 8 characters. Yes, I know there's a mod for it. Yes, I have the mod for it. The mod does not work anymore. It has been broken. So 8 characters is now our actual literal limit. No ways around it. Which means if I want to make a new character, I've got to delete one of my characters. I didn't feel like making that decision. So if you're here for the if you're here for the Hive Scum gameplay, you'll have to see it in my teammates. I'm rolling Psyker. I haven't actually decided yet if I want to go through with deleting one of my other characters. I have 4 Psykers. I don't need 4 Psykers, but I put effort into 4 Psykers, and I don't want to just fucking delete that. I'm smiting, guys. Pick them up. Oh, they're trying. How did he get that close to me? Oh, okay. The Medicaid is empty. Never mind. I'll survive. Wish there was a way to tell that from downstairs. Betty Femboy, I believe you. I believe in you. Oh, maybe he'll get me. There's 3 snipers on me. I don't see this happening. I'm the only one in the party who's not a Hive Scummer. I don't know what these guys' long-range capabilities are, but I question them. If everybody's rocking dual pistols, are they really going to be shooting snipers on the other side of the map? They might have to dual man this. Confetti Femboy was our best. This guy doesn't have the toolkit for this, I don't think. I mean, he might, but I'm not seeing it. Yeah, if the new class had a little bit more range, this mission probably would not have been as tough. They gave him a bot. Okay, fair enough. Alas. Can't win them all. I don't think I don't think I was the problem that time. I could have done more against those snipers if I was a little bit better at target acquisition, but I was also the only one hitting them. When your Void Strike Psyker is the only one who's on anti-sniper, you're going to have some issues. It's not that it's not doable, it's just they were competitive to me on damage. That what the hell? Apparently, okay. That doesn't add up. Whatchamacallit, oh, I see what's going on. Okay, so Howard Die is not counting the new class's damage based on melee or ranged. It's just Power Die doesn't know how to classify it. Better that than Crash, I suppose. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking I'm gonna go back to my other spec. Yeah, I'm going back to my other spec. This is the reliable one, the trusty one. Okay, I do have to step away briefly, IRL. I shall be right back momentarily here. Where's my... I'll try it somewhere here. Okay, I shall be back momentarily. All right, I am back. I appreciate everybody sticking around. So as a quick recap for anybody joining, we tried to make a one of the new class. I unfortunately am unable to without deleting one of my characters. And all of my characters, I've put a lot of effort into all of them. A lot of effort, a lot of plasteel, a lot of diamantine. I would very much prefer not to have to delete one of my characters, so I'm delaying that decision. I haven't decided if I will or not, but I'm not going to make that. I'm not going to bore you guys with trying to struggle over whether I want to delete one of my characters or not. I'm just gonna roll Psyker for now. We'll get to see how the new class functions as we fight alongside them. Perfect. So it's 2 Psykers and 2 Hive Scum.
Striking from a bastion on the edge of the Forbidden Wastes. You are to reclaim this bastion, but you do not fight alone. The Modian 53rd have already begun drawing off heretic forces. The gate is sturdy, but Knight Commander Dragor will demolish it on your behalf.
This is the new mission, I think.
Ensuring that you prevent the enemy from entangling him and bombarding his position.
Let battle begin. Let hate fuel you. This is Duquesne. Are we prepared? The team is in position. We stand ready to play our part. Then begin the operation. Every moment carries a cost in blood.
What the ragged lot you are! Allied? Well, make do. Our sweet glory, so the word will go in. You kill head. I make go home. Right, I think I saw one of
Hello.
the Sonic types. Now we'll have to fall the Emperor!
All right.
Grendel and the Emperor.
Damn it! I saw that wind up and I had already dodged to the right. He caught me on the back end of a dodge. Good job. Good job. I failed. %, skill issue. Oh my god, I did it again. I did it again. You would think that I would not know how to handle crushers at this point. Making mistakes like that. Yeah, I'm dead. Might have been able to keep this up if I hadn't gone down, but there's a lot of target saturation here. Without all of my AoE damage, they might be struggling a little bit. Yep. Oops. Luca definitely knew what they were doing. They were the one probably with the crowbar. That's what I'm guessing. They were the one with the crowbar, or maybe not. Whoever it was who had the crowbar was doing a lot of damage to Carapace on what? Yeah. Okay, that was Lati then. Whoever had that crowbar weapon that just yanks the head off the dudes, that was one-shotting Crushers, or finishing them off really easily at least. Nice to see another anti-armor melee weapon has entered the fray. When I start seeing everybody running around with the dual daggers, I'm like, okay, is that anti-armor or is it? I mean, the zealots can make a knife pretty anti-armor.
Let the machine god's blessings be teased forth.
I'm not feeling the flak and carapace on staff.
I shall tend thy relic, varlet.
I'm definitely not feeling it. We'll switch that to crit chance is so boring. It's so boring, but it's really at the end of the day, all of my damage comes from Soul Blaze.
The machine god is most generous.
Okay, I could do that. Infested would be superfluous, really. It's unarmored. I'm trying to build for specialists and elites. That's a bit of a losing battle because you're always going to have gaps. See, if I do unyielding and maniacs, then I can at least pick off specialists nice and reliably. I would consider adding a couple, or, doing a talent rotation to give me a little bit more defense, but no amount of talent changes are going to help me dodge Crushers. In fact, if I start dying to Crushers like I did, I got knocked down twice in a row to Crushers in that last mission. When that starts happening, what I like to do is practice. There's a mod called Creature Spawner, linked in the description. It's been updated for the latest patch. What it lets you do is spawn whatever you want in the Psychonium and let them attack you. And that's exactly what I'm going to do really quick here. We're going to turn off the spawning. And we're going to destroy everything that's plus, and then toggle invisibility off. And then we're going to spawn some Crushers. Ogren Executor, I think it's called. Yep. 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'm just going to practice against Crushers for a minute because that's what I died to a lot. And all we got to do is hit my key binding to turn invisibility off. And now they can see me. I'm just going to assume I walked right around a corner and saw a bunch of these dudes. Now there's a combat flow to dealing with these guys. You want to dodge the overhead like that, or interrupt them. And you've got to make sure not to dodge back too often. But even if it's not an overhead, you're going to fail. Don't let them get that quick shot. Yep. Alright. Let's try this act again, shall we? What was the... There it is, okay. Let's try this one more time. It's normally... having 6 crushers come at you is not always the kind of challenge that you're supposed to be able to solo. But it's something I like to be able to do. I consider my class to be an all-rounder. The sound is not helping. I need to turn the sound back on. My strategy against armored targets is to get some soul blaze onto them and then get the whatchamacallit, get those uncanny strike stacks building up. Uncanny strike is headshot, or weak spot hit gets you armor penetration. But more than anything, I'm making sure that I remember how to dodge crushers. Because, yeah, see, if you don't dodge it, nothing else matters. If you don't fucking dodge the crushers, none of your strategy, that overhead is a one-shot for any class. There's no tanking that. Let's try this one more time. Alright, and I am going to turn the sound back on. There we go, sound muffler and training grounds. Turn that, so now I can actually hear them a little bit better. I need to be able to, like, hear their footsteps when they're running around me. That, don't underestimate your sound. Sound is important. Come on. Alright, attack me. Failure. Absolute failure. This is why I died the last 2 times. If anybody's wondering why I'm doing this is why I died. And this is I need to make sure that I can handle this, otherwise I'm probably not in good shape to be playing Darktide right now. Or at least not the way I like to play it. I play Arc quick play exclusively. If you can't handle something like this, you might not be suited for Arc. Now a lot of other classes just have gamey solutions to deal with massed armored targets like the crack grenade and whatnot, or just don't be a guy like me who needlessly makes his life difficult in certain aspects. Nope. Failure. I'm gonna give an upper limit of like 3 or 4 more shots at this. Alright. I honestly might have better results if I don't even bother trying with the melee swap out. Nope. But wait a minute, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6, okay. This is why yeah. I went backwards. I really need to get better about not going backwards if I'm dealing with these guys. going sideways instead of backwards is not always a guaranteed foolproof response to anything, but it's a hell of a lot better than going backwards when they're winding up an overhead. Oh my god. I just, it's also, you know, the brain meat always tells me to go backwards. We might as well be trying to recondition myself here. Oh my god. Ay. It almost feels like I get worse at it. Sometimes, even if I just try to focus on staying alive, not even that does the trick. It doesn't help that there's, you know, you dodge one and then there's another no clipping through that one. I thought I was going to be able to interrupt that second one there. There's something that I'm probably not even able to fit into my muscle memory is there's a cooldown to how many times you can stagger them without like a full power hit. Like that guy, I knocked his ass all the way down. But if I were to hit him lightly and interrupt him, he would have some stun immunity. I tried to dodge that time, and I went straight into one of them. Alright, let's just try this with 4 first. If I can do it with 4. Nope, I can't even do 4. Not when I make that kind of mistakes. Dodge too early. This is why I'm dying. This is 100%. When it's 2, once there's 2, there's no problem. I have no problem actually maintaining dodges if it's 1 or 2. That's one of the reasons that, 6, what you're really trying to do is just stay alive while you slowly deal damage to each of them. Let's try 5 this time. Nope. Dodge too early for that one. If anybody just dropped by, we're currently trying to remind ourselves how to deal with Ogrins, whatchamacallit, the armored kind, because I died to those a couple times in a row. It is just a question of being able to dodge them, but you also need to be able to dodge many. I also need to remember I can't outrun them. The one thing that's working against me right now that, it's supposed to just be a skill issue, but it's still a factor, is that I'm used to not having this big, ugly force blockage thing in my face when I'm trying to block. There's a mod in the description called Clean Force Blocking, but it hasn't been updated. And I'm trying not to do too many mods that haven't been updated. Nope. It only takes 1 hit. One hit is all it takes. Nope, I was dead. I knew I was dead before I even... A few seconds before I died there. The moment I tried to dodge to the right and I couldn't move because there was a guy who flanked me. One of the reasons I try to focus on being able to kill 6 is because 6 is the number that you'll get in a high-intensity shock troop gauntlet, as long as there's been nothing else added to it beyond just that. Now, in actual practice, very rarely are all 6 going to be going straight for one target. This is not a realistic thing in their favor because they're usually split between me and the other players. But if you can do this solo, you can do anything. No, he just right through the other one. They can hit me through each other, but I can't hit them. Okay. I haven't given up yet because I was able to do 4. If I'm able to do 4, then I'm at least confident that I can handle things like this as a group. Now, you see, even if I do it at this point, even if I manage to do it, if I manage to pull it off, that's when I start questioning, okay, was that just luck, right? Nope, okay. Alright. I popped a keycap while I was trying to fight that time. I was able to do 4. You know what? I'm gonna queue one more. And if I don't perform up to spec, that'll be me bowing out for now. If I don't perform up to spec in this next one that I'm gonna queue here. Hey. Spireside 13 shouldn't be that hard. Famous last words.
Reports from the 53rd's reconnaissance spearheads indicate that a new iteration of the Blight is now awaiting dissemination. It is paramount to the war effort that you retrieve all viable samples without delay. God Emperor walk with you.
Oh, we got a trauma psyker. Oh dear. There we go, we're alright. See how the crushers are coming around the corner in a group of 6 there? That's why I was doing that. But as per the usual, they distribute amongst your group, and some people have got really good abilities that'll wipe out a carapace target. That was a little bit more just me personal than just being able to survive something like that in a group setting. got two other Psykers in this group. One of them is Purgatus, which means that our short game should have no excuses. At least I'm a little bit better at dealing with pressure. Oh dear. That was the Pergatus Psyker. At least now I can be the one doing the flame throwing. Having a Pergatus Psyker in the team either helps or hurts, and I think in that case it might have been hurting more than helping. But it is what it is. That's why you build to be a all-rounder when you're doing a quick play. Whatever that stim is that the Hive Scum are dropping, fantastic, fantastic. I am very much enjoying the attack speed increase. That guy wasn't able to dodge the pressure.
If I ever take drugs, you have my permission to shoot.
That's a new one. Oh dear. Well, out of memory. That was a Lua engine crash. That's all right. We can still finish this. Oi. Launch the game, please. Relaunch it. Hate it when that happens. That's nothing new. Fuck off. I don't want to reset the settings. Hey. Welcome to Darktide in the current year. It's been doing that since it launched. Come on, let me back in. There we go.
For all that Interrogator Vanek wishes otherwise, Exo's Vault Spire Site 13 remains one of the Admonition Cult's key transfer stations. Reports from the 53rd's reconnaissance spearheads indicate that a new iteration of the Blight is now awaiting dissemination. It is paramount to the war effort that you retrieve all viable samples without delay. God Emperor walk with you.
Alright, I think that might be it for now. That was a bit, I mean, I did alright, but that was a bit much for me. I think I've had my Darktide for the day. One of the problems is with Darktide is I burn myself out a lot quicker than Zomboid. Zomboid is a mix of chill and hype. Darktide is nothing but hype. We performed alright, though. We performed alright. The, Soul Blaze nuke boosting was functioning as intended. I was able to... I mean, I did actually equal. Okay, so I went... usually I want to have more condition damage than ranged weapon damage. That tells me that I have... And then, of course, I generally want to have ranged and melee balanced if I can manage. That's optimal performance for me. Oh no, this, I've seen this one before. But yeah, the and we don't get a breakdown for the new class. The new class, it just shows it doesn't get categorized. If Power Die picks up a type of damage that doesn't know where it came from, which is the case with all the new classes, then it just shoves it into nil. Now, that being said, that's interesting. They're getting a lot of bleed damage from something. I think this condition damage is all bleed. So whatever the new class is getting when it comes to bleed, that is similar to what we're getting for whatchamacallit, Soul Blaze. I mean, we did almost 100,000 more, well over 100,000 more actually, than the Pergatus Psyker did. That's partially because this Pergatus Psyker was rolling Brain Burst, which makes sense for that spec. Let me make sure I'm not talking to my ass here. He was using, yeah, he's a Brain Burst Pergatus, which really Psychic Vampire instead of Infire Beyond or Reborn rather. Okay, whatever you say, pal. Whatever you say. Oh, that wasn't the Pergatus. Oh. Okay, I understand. This guy was trying to do this guy's doing what I do, only worse. He's doing the Trauma Staff. He's doing the Trauma Staff, and he's trying to do Trauma Staff with Soul Blaze. That was the meta before I proved that Void Strike can do it better. I proved that. I mean, honestly, I would go toe and toe if the guy knew what he was doing. But yeah, that was. And unfortunately, we're both stealing from the Pergatus Psyker. I thought that I didn't realize that this was the Pergatus Psyker. I feel bad for them now. They only did 54,000. Oof, oofers. Okay, well, that was fun. It's a bit of an off day today anyway. For Wednesday is not really a good day for streamers, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Tomorrow I'll probably be back to Zomboid, or I'll take tomorrow off. I'm not sure. But either way, Zomboid this weekend for sure. So if you guys like my content here,